Hello, thanks for joining me. So we'll have a stand in the centre of your space. Nice big deep breath in, shrugging your shoulders up and dropping down. And again, big breath. Drop and again. Drop. Drop. Two more. Last one. Drop, circling the shoulders forwards. So trying to think about tummy muscles drawn in, head and neck nice and long, nice even weight bearing through your feet. And then backwards. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening out through the front of the chest. And then hands on your shoulders, coming round, making the movement bigger. Try and keep your rib cage drawn down. And then backwards, elbows up, squeeze back. And then nice long arms, coming all the way around and up. Reach through your fingertips, make your arms as long as you can. And then we'll change direction, so thumbs up, opening back, open through the front of your chest. Draw the arms back as far as you can. And then one arm up, one arm back. Lifting your opposite heel, switching over, so try and really roll through the forefoot. Get as much movement through the big toe and the base of the other toes. Lovely. Coming back down, push the palms of the hands down towards the floor, ear over to your shoulder. Nice big deep breath in, try and relax the shoulders down, lengthen through the side of the neck. And then when you're ready, slowly going back into the centre and then over to the other side. So nice big deep breath, push the shoulders down, let the ear come over. And then back into the middle, looking round over your shoulder. So try and make sure your shoulders stay nice and square onto the front. And then round to the other side, slowly through the middle. Swap over. And then back into the centre. So we're going to do each of those again. If you want to, you can add some extra stretch using your hands, or you can just do it without. So if you want to, coming over, one hand on the shoulder, draw it down, one hand on the head, stretch across. Breathe. And then when you're ready, slowly release off into the centre, swap over. So hand on, draw the shoulder down. Little gentle pressure, you're not really forcing your head across, it's gentle pressure. Just try and use the tips of your fingers, not a whole hand, and push hard. And then slowly release back into the centre, look round over your shoulder. And again, you can draw the shoulder back, extra stretch, gentle pressure. And then slowly release, swap over to the side, hand on, draw the shoulder back, get the pressure on the head. And then back into the centre. Give your arms a bit of a shake off. And then we're going to take the arms out to the side. So we want the shoulders relaxed down, Arms at about a right angle from your body, palms forwards, circling forward. Nice big deep breaths, trying again keep the rib cage in and down. Make yourself as tall as you can. And then backwards. And then we're going to draw the elbows in, push the arms back into the centre, palms up, open round. So as much as you can at the end of that movement, make sure your elbows are stuck in against your side. Breathe in, shoulders relaxed. And then palms up and down. And then hands behind the back of your head. Push your elbows back and then side bend. And swap over, push the elbows back, side bend. Back into the centre, across again. And swap over. Back into the middle, give your arms a shake off again. I'm going to stretch the back of your shoulders, so you're going to come up and reach down behind, between your shoulder blades. Draw the arm across and down. Nice big deep breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll swap over to the other side. So draw across and down. And then we'll swap again. And then this time, so keep that position, but then add the side bend again. Big breaths. And then swap over. The side bend. Back into the centre, give your arms a shake. Shake off. So now we're going to go into a side bend and then bring the arm right across. Big breath, reach in as much as you can. And then swap. Reach. And then back over. And then this time turn to face the arm, bring the palms together, and then let your eyes follow your fingertips up to the ceiling, back down to meet the bottom hand. Keep repeating. Last one. And then we're going to swap over, so both arms to the other side, palms together, open to the ceiling and back down. Going to lengthen through those fingertips. Last one. Up and then back into the centre. We're going to take the legs nice and wide. We're going to bend one leg, draw over that knee. So making sure the knee's on top of the foot, not in front. Drop down into it. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Should feel a nice stretch through the inside of the thigh. Big breath, pushing down a little bit more. And then we'll come back into the centre, swap over to the side. So again, bend, push across, check that foot position. Sinking across. back into the centre, come across again. So you can either stay in that position or if you want to, push them down a little bit further. Feel that stretch, open up. And then swap over, sinking down, pushing toe. And then we're going to come into the centre, up nice and tall, tuck your chin, rolling down, have a look between your legs. Make sure there's no tension through your head and neck, nice and relaxed. And then when you're ready, walking across towards one leg, let your head come in towards your thigh or your knee. Support yourself on your leg. If you can come right down to the ground, you can do that. And then back into the centre, see if you can go a little bit further. Again, no tension through the head and neck. Over to the other leg. Keep the knees straight. Come down as far as you can comfortably. And then when you're ready, back into the centre, and then rolling your way up. Hands into your lower back, push the hips forwards, squeeze your bottom, arching backwards, up to the ceiling, elbows together. And then back in to the middle. Standing on one leg, bring your knee up towards your chest, give it a good squeeze up, give your ankle a move. And then up and out to the side, try and keep again your pelvis forwards. Shoulders relax down, give the ankle a move. And then coming up and across your body. Feel the opening around the side of your hip. If it pinches a bit, just try and come slightly higher or slightly lower. And then swap over, draw the knee up towards your chest. Shoulders back. The ankle a move. Up and out. Up and across. Again, wherever you're comfortable. And then back into the centre. So we're going to stand back on your first leg. Point your toes in front, on the other leg, lift and tap. And then we're going to come into the centre, lift the toes, make yourself really tall over your standing leg, straight out to the side. Try not to lean. Well done. And then we're going to take the leg straight behind, so stay up tall, again don't lean, and then take the leg straight out behind. Back into the centre, then we're going to lean our upper body forward slightly, so tummy muscles in, shoulders back, come forward so your back stays straight, and then bending the knee, and then kicking out behind. So the knee's going to stay about the same degree of bent. I'm just going to squeeze it out behind. Good, and then back into the centre. So we're going to swap over onto the other leg. So up nice and tall, look out in front, point your toes, lift and tap. And out to the side, make yourself tall over your standing leg, lift the toes straight out. Lovely, straight out behind, up tall, squeeze. Slightly leaning forwards, foot from the hip so your back stays straight. Tummy muscles in, squeeze shoulder blades together, bend the knee, kick. Good, back into the middle, give your legs a little shake off. Just a few easy squats, so we're going to do them just with your hips, feet underneath your hips, not out wider. So from here, nice big deep breath, sinking down, coming back up. So we want the middle of the knee over the second toe, knees not coming in front of the feet, but just sinking down to where you feel comfortable. We are doing a little bit more quads work, lying down today, so I'm not doing too much now. Good, give your legs a little shake off. So we're going to come round to the end of your mat space, arms out in front, shoulders drop down. You're going to draw the elbow back and then open up behind, and then back into the centre, then the other side. So bend the elbow first, then open. Remember, try and push your pelvis back towards the front as the arm comes back. One more to each side. And then back into the centre, give your arms a shake off, standing up nice and tall. Tuck your chin, rolling down towards your toes. So try and just let everything go at the bottom, let your shoulders go, no tension. Nod through your head, give your arms a shake. And then when you're ready, rolling back up. Hands into your back, squeeze your elbows together, arching backwards, tummy muscles in. Back into the centre, tuck your chin, rolling down. Let everything go. And then rolling round to the sides. Back into the centre, rolling back up. Squeeze the bum muscles, push your hips forwards, hands up, arch backwards, tummy muscles in. Big breath. Back into the centre. We're going to roll forwards, and then from there we're going to have a sit onto your bottom. So roll down, let everything go, and then get yourself down onto your bottom, however you like. So from here we're going to have your legs out nice and long, arms out behind. So your fingertips can be either pointed backwards, out to the side, or if you prefer you can go onto your fists, it's up to you. So from here, tummy muscles in, head and neck nice and long, chest lifted to start the movement, and then when you're ready, squeeze in your bum muscles, lift your hips. Stay up tall and then lower back down. So I'm just going to keep repeating that movement. Breathe in. Then we're going to come down, just give your wrists a link, the hands together, a link, the fingers together and give them a link and circle round with the wrists. And change direction. And then give them a shake off, then come back down. So you can either just repeat what we've just done, so it's that same, just lift and lower, or you can lift, hold at the top and either slide or leg lift. So slide or leg lift, it's up to you which you prefer. You can do it on one lift, or you can keep coming back down and then come back up when you're ready, so it's up to you. Off you go. Once you're done, coming back down, again, just fingertips interlinked, circling round. Give the wrists a little bit of a move. And then a shake off. I'm going to come down to line your back, so it's up to you which you prefer. You can either lie flat on your back with a cushion, or if you want to hop up on your elbows, you can do it in that position. So we're going to do some leg lifts. Sometimes when you've done the other one, it feels a bit like you've worked through your shoulders, so you want to lie down, it's up to you. So from here, one leg's going to be grounded down into the floor, the other leg, lift the toes up and then lift up in the air. So we don't have to go really high, just probably to about 45 degrees off the ground. And lifting and lowering. Keep the thigh muscles, your quads really nice and tight. Pull the toes up. And then we'll swap over to the sides. Again, push the leg, let's just work down into the ground. Toes up on the other leg, lift and lower. Big breaths. Last one. Coming back down, just give you a little bit of a shake off. And then we're going to lift your leg. This time we're going to point your toes. So we're going to lift, hold it, and then circle from the hip. So we want your pelvis to stay nice and still by drawing in through your core, your centre. Change direction. Lower down, swap over to the other side. So again, leg that's worked, push it down. Or the leg lift, point the toes, circle from the hip. Change direction. And then lower down, again just take a little bit of a move. Plug your knees in just above your lower back and then just have a circle round. And change direction. And then from there, legs back out. This time we're going to lift the toes on one leg, turn the leg out to the sides, the inner thigh and the inside of the foot coming up towards the ceiling. So roll the leg out. When you're ready, keep your leg grounded down, lift and lower. and then we'll swap over. So ground that leg down, turn the leg out, and then lift and lower. Lower down, draw the knees in. Again, above your lower back, just give a circle round. And change direction. Then we're going to pop your feet down. So knees bent, feet flat. Pelvic tilts to start with, so flatten through your lower back, release away. And then we're going to bring, once you find your mid position, right leg into tabletop and then left leg into tabletop. So this is the one that sometimes causes a bit of confusion with the arms. So your left hand will go on the back of your right knee. So the back of your hand faces you, and then your right hand is down the side of the leg. Left leg will reach away, and then you swap. So you should always have the back of one hand facing you on the opposite knee. And the arm on the same side will be down the side. So you can do this with your head down or with your head lifted. So breathe in, nice big deep breaths. Good. Keep swapping over. And then we'll bring both knees into the centre, hook them in towards your chest, bring your head into meet. And then resting your head down, hook the knees in, give your ankles a little move. And then slide one leg away, and the other leg away. And then arms overhead, big stretch through your body. And then we're going to come back in to the centre. I'm going to move down a little bit because otherwise my arms will hit the couch. So you need, for the next one, you need a bit of space for your arms to move overhead. So if you need to adjust your position, you can do now. So again, pelvic tilts. Find your mid position. And then right leg into tabletop and left leg into tabletop. Hold those legs nice and still for a minute. And we're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. So the arms are going to go straight overhead and then circle round. Straight overhead, curve round. Keep the legs still. Nice big deep breaths. And then we're going to change direction with the arms. So back into the centre this time, we start down and then circle round. Down, circle round. Keep the legs nice and steady. Breathe in. And then back into the centre, lower one leg and the other, slide the legs away, arms overhead, big stretch of your body, nice big deep breath. So just hold it there for a moment. Enjoy that lengthening. Breathe. And then bring the arms back down, bend the knees up, This time we're going to have feet and knees glued together, arms out to the side, palms down. We're going to bring the knees across towards one side, head in the opposite direction. Hold it there to start with. So as much as you can, try and really ground the knees down. Keep the shoulder blades down, but open out into that rotation through your spine. Breathe, let it happen. And then we'll swap over to the side. So draw the rib cage back using your muscles. Let the knees follow. Head in the opposite direction, knees in the opposite direction. So again, let the knees push down, shoulder blades down. Nice big deep breath. Let that lengthening happen. Big breaths. And then when you're ready, again, use the muscles, pull your rib cage back. And then we'll do one more to each side of the hold, and then you can either continue your hold or you can move a little bit quicker. When you're ready, pull your rib cage back, swap over. Make sure that top foot really jumps on top of the bottom foot, comes right across. Big breaths. And then when you're ready, pull them back into the centre. And then you've got some time to do what you prefer. So you can either move a little bit quicker, you can take your head in the opposite direction, or if you prefer, just keep your head in the middle. Let the knees go, or if you want to hold it, add a leg, you can do. Whichever you prefer. So just move, doing what feels like it's right for your body today. Keep breathing. Make sure you even up both sides. And then when you're ready, back into the centre, we're going to draw one knee in towards your chest, send the other leg away. Nice big deep breath, squeeze in. And then straightening up towards the ceiling, hands around the back of your knee, ankle up and down. Relax your upper body. And then when you're ready, circle round. And change direction. And then squeeze the knee back in. And then up and out to the side. As far over as you want to come, keeping your pelvis level, just let the hip open out. And then up and across your body. So keep the focus more on the ups to start with, coming across, and then we're going to lengthen across a little bit further in it. So then if you want to, you can bring your opposite arm out, palm down, and then bring this leg further across. It doesn't have to be quite as high. Keep your shoulder blades down, lengthen over as much as you want to. And then back into the centre, slide that leg away. Draw the other knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it in. Keep your ankle move. And then up to the ceiling when you're ready. Hands behind the back of the knee, ankle up and down. Try and relax your body, don't squeeze your shoulders up. Circle round. Change direction. And then coming back in, squeeze up. Up and out to the side. As much as you can with your pelvis staying level. And then up and across. More focus on the up. And then if you want to, opposite arm out, palm down, and then draw across, shoulder blades down. The leg can drift down a little bit more if you want to. Big breath. And then back in towards the centre, send both legs away, arms overhead. Nice big deep breaths. And then when you're ready, coming back into the middle. So we're going to have knees bent, feet flat, pelvic tilts. And then from here, find your mid position, and then right leg into tabletop, and then left leg into tabletop. So we're going to do some hip twists. So open the right hip out, and then the left hip. Right hip, left hip. So keep swapping over side to side. Keeping the other leg nice and still in the centre when it's not moving. And then if you want to, add in opposite arms, opening out to the side. Again, try and keep the other arm and the leg that's not moving nice and still. Breathe in, relax with your body. And then if you want to, you can either continue as we've just been doing, or you can super glue both legs together, arms out to the side, and then we're going to let the knees come over to one side as much as you can control. Keep them together, shoulder blades should stay down, squeeze back into the centre, and then swap over to the other side. So as far as you can control, pull back. Keep swapping over. So in as the knees goes out with your breath, out as the knees come back in. One more to each side. Last one to each side. Back into the centre, hug your knees in. Bring your head into the and then pop your feet back down. And then from here we're going to have a roll over onto your side and then sit yourself up in the centre of your space. So ideally if you've got a pillow, a bit of padding to go underneath your knees, that would be great. So I'll stay to the side so you can see, but you can do it facing. So in this position we're going to be up nice and tall, squeeze your bum muscles, stay up through your upper back, and then from there let your knees bend and then squeeze back up to the top. So at the top I want to really see you pushing your hips forward, squeeze your bum muscles. So down, up, squeeze. If you can't go all the way down, it doesn't matter, you can just come to here and squeeze back up. So small range. is okay if you haven't got the movement through your knees, but if you can, all the way down, back up. Good. Last one. Squeeze. Then with your knees on your cushion again, we're going to take one hand over to the side, one hand behind your head, kick the leg out to the side. So big breath in. When you're ready, chest lift to start with, over we go. Squeeze your bum muscles, push your hips forwards, the bum isn't sticking out behind, push forwards, hand behind, and then we're going to lift and tap. Breathe. Back into the centre, swap over. So again, one arm over, kick the leg out, squeeze the bum muscles, push your hips forwards, lift and tap. Into the middle, back to those kneeling squats. So again, up tall, tummy muscles in, keep your chest lifted, sink, squeeze. Back into the centre. So you can either do the same as we've just done with a leg lift and a tap, or you've got some other options. So you can either be here, leg lift and tap, or hold, bend and straighten, or draw the knee to the elbow and then reach. So whichever you want to do, or a combination of those is fine. Keep the hips pushed forwards. Back into the centre, swap over, so the same thing. Either a combination or pick one of those, off you go. Back into the centre, well done. Have a little sit on your bottom at the end of your space. So we're going to be up nice and tall at the end. Lift your chest, arms out in front, and then either rolling back as far as you can control, and then sit yourself back up, or all the way overhead. Ground the feet, push them down, keep going. And then have a sit up, soles of the feet together, chest lifted, pushing the elbows down, a little bit of movement if you want to, or you can just stay in the centre. Nice big deep breaths. And then we'll take the legs out long, sitting up in the centre, lean forward. You can grab wherever on your legs, your socks, keep your chest lifted, lean forwards. Big breath, and then when you're ready, drop your head, round through, look towards your belly button. And then rolling back up, back to the end of your mat in your space. So we're going to repeat again, so you can either do the same as we've just done, or you can add some legs. So if you want to add some legs, you're going to roll down, lift the leg, come back up, swap over. Again, you can do that if you just go into where you can control. Keep swapping the leg. Either way. Last couple of whatever you're doing. And then back into the centre. Again, soles of the feet together, sitting up nice and tall, push the elbows down, breathing through. Legs out straight in front together this time. And again, chest lifted, walk forwards with your fingertips to wherever you can. Keep your shoulders and your chest up to start with, and then when you're ready, drop your head round through, dropping down. And then take the legs out wide. We're going to come over to one side, so turn your body towards that leg and then lean forwards again, chest lifted to start with. And then when you're ready, drop your head round down. Breathe, relax into it. Back into the centre, reach forwards. You can have your hands on the legs if you want. And then roll back up, turn your body towards the other leg, lean forwards. And then drop when you're ready. And then back in to the centre, bring the legs back in. We're going to have a roll over onto all fours. So you're going to have your hips over your knees, hands under your shoulders, and we're going to round and arch. So try and gently push each end of that movement. Keep moving, keep pushing. And then we're going to go into thread the needle, so bring one hand underneath, let the elbow bend on the weight bearing arm. And then when you're ready, open round up to the ceiling. Keep moving between those two positions in your own time. You can hold it a bit longer or move a little bit quicker. And then we'll swap over when you're ready, reach under. when you're ready. Again, your own time, try and listen to your body, see what feels right for you today. May feel right to hold it a bit longer. May feel nice and free, and you just want to mobilise. And then kind of come back into the centre. Come back, sit back on your flat feet, give your wrists a little shake off. And then we're going to come back down to all fours and we're going to do an opposite arm and leg lift. So into the centre, tummy muscles in, back nice and flat, head and neck nice and long, your chin tucked in. And then reaching away and back into the centre, swap over. And back in, trying to make sure that your pelvis stays level. And the focus with the arm and leg is more distance away from your body than up in the air. So lengthen as much as you can. Swapping over. And then back into the middle. We're going to have a lie down on your floor, and then we're going to go into a low plank position. And then you can either just hold the position as long as you feel like you can control, or then coming up into some heel lifts. So down into plank position, toes pulled under, elbows down. You can link your fingertips, lifting into your plank position, and then either hold, drop down when you need a breather, or heel lift. Breathing, trying to make sure your bum doesn't pop up in the air. Resting down from there. Coming up into an extension, so either on your elbows, so roll down up onto your forearms, your elbows, slowly back down, or up onto your hands, slightly bigger movement, roll back down in between each one. Big breaths. Last one. And then from here, push yourself up and back, so your bottom comes back towards your heels. Reach your fingertips away in front, let your head rest down towards the ground. Nice big deep breaths. And then coming back up, walk your fingertips further away. And again, then press back bottom towards your heels, let your head come down. Your knees probably won't be able to bend all the way. Now, you should feel a slightly deeper stretch through your upper back of your shoulders. Breathe into it, relax. Turn the palms to face each other, let the edge of your hand rest on the ground. Breathe. When you're ready, slowly coming back up. Tuck your feet underneath. Bring yourself back, looking towards your belly button, slowly rolling up. Straighten the legs, walk through the backs of the heels. And then all the way up to the top, arching backwards. And then from there we're going to give your quads a little stretch just before we finish. So up tall, tummy muscles in, bring the heel towards bottom. If you need to hang on to something, hang on to something. Chest lifted, pull the leg underneath you as much as you can. Breathe, you're nearly done, you've done well. And then we'll swap over. So squeeze the knees together, lift the chest. Big breath. And relaxing down, swap over. Squeeze the knees, lift the chest. And the last one. Big breath. And from there, dropping down, nice big deep breath, feet wide. Coming up and drop down. Big breath. So remember, just moving as much as feels right for you. If you want to keep the legs straight, knees bend. Last one. And relaxing the arms down. Well done. You have done a great job, and I hope you feel good that you've done it, and it will motivate you to do another one again soon. So I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.